The man known as Bob Marley was born on February 6, 1945, in 9 Miles, St. Anne, Jamaica. He was born to his father, Norval Sinclair Marley, and his mother, Cedella Malcolm. This unique blend of backgrounds meant Marley would always embody the intersection of parallel worlds. His poetic outlook was deeply influenced by the Jamaican countryside, while the harsh, impoverished streets of West Kingston shaped his music. Marley's maternal grandfather was more than a prosperous farmer. He was a respected bush doctor, skilled in herbal healing steeped in mysticism, a craft that commanded respect in Jamaica's remote hill country. As a child, Marley was known for his shy demeanor, intense gaze, and talent for palm reading. In a dramatic turn of events, Marley was virtually kidnapped by his absentee father, who had been disinherited by his own prominent family for marrying a black woman. Young Marley was taken to live with an elderly woman in Kingston. However, fate intervened when a family friend accidentally discovered Marley and returned him to his home village of 9 Miles. By his early teens, Bob Marley had returned to West Kingston, living in the impoverished Trenchtown area, known for its dire conditions. In the early 1960s, while apprenticing as a welder alongside fellow aspiring singer Desmond Decker, Marley encountered the jazz-inflected rhythms of ska, a blend of American rhythm and blues and Jamaican mento, gaining commercial traction. Influenced by artists like Fats Domino, The Moonglows, and Ricky Nelson, Marley seized an opportunity in 1961 to record with producer Leslie Kong. He recorded Judge Not, a lively ballad inspired by his grandfather's rural wisdom. Another early track, One Cup of Coffee, a cover of a 1961 hit by Claude Gray, was released in 1963 on Chris Blackwell's Island Records label. In Trenchtown, Bob Marley formed a vocal group with friends Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer. His trio, calling themselves The Wailers, received vocal training from renowned singer Joe Higgs. They were later joined by vocalist Junior Braithwaite and backup singers Beverly Kelso and Cherry Green. In December of 1963, The Wailers recorded Simmer Down at Coxsone Dodd's Studio One. The song, written by Marley and previously used to win a Kingston talent contest, became a powerful anthem reflecting the struggles of Kingston's underprivileged communities. Its success signaled a shift in Jamaican music, demonstrating that local artists could create impactful songs addressing the realities of their lives. This transformative period marked a significant change for both Bob Marley and Jamaica, instilling a deep sense of pride among the urban poor. This newfound identity often led to class-related tensions, with the Wailers' Rastafarian faith centered on the worship of the late Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie I. The Wailers found success in Jamaica during the mid-1960s with their ska records, even while Marley spent time in Delaware in 1966 visiting his mother and working temporarily. Their collaboration with producer Lee Perry from 1969 to 1971 elevated their status, signing with Island Records in 1972 and releasing Catch a Fire brought their rock-infused reggae to a global audience, propelling Marley to superstardom. This success eventually led to the original group's dissolution around 1974. Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer pursued solo careers. In 1974, Eric Clapton's cover of the Wailers' I Shot the Sheriff significantly boosted Bob Marley's recognition. During this time, Marley continued to lead the Wailers through a series of powerful, socially conscious albums. He was supported by a trio of female vocalists, including his wife, Rita Marley, who later found success in her own right. Many of their children, especially through the group Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, also achieved musical success. Marley's notable albums featuring iconic tracks like No Woman No Cry, Exodus, and Redemption Song. His music, characterized by a unique blend of rhythm and blues, rock, and reggae, conveyed deeply personal truths and showcased his extraordinary talent. Bob Marley was a significant political figure and survived an assassination attempt in 1976, which was thought to be politically motivated. The Smile, Jamaica concert, where Marley and the Wailers were set to perform on December 5, 1976, was initially intended as a community celebration, but became associated with Michael Manley, the incumbent prime minister from the People's National Party. Following the concert's announcement, Manley called for legislative elections. Just 2 days before the concert, gunmen attacked Marley's home, injuring Rita Marley, Bob Marley's manager Don Taylor, a band employee, and Marley himself. After the concert, Marley left Jamaica for the Bahamas and then London, where he recorded the acclaimed album Exodus. In 1978, Jamaica faced severe political turmoil, nearly teetering on the edge of civil war. Bob Marley stepped in to mediate peace between the opposing factions, culminating in his headlining the One Love Peace concert in April of that year. During the concert, Marley famously united the country's political leaders, Michael Manley and Edward Seaga, the latter of whom would become Prime Minister in 1980. Marley's influence extended beyond Jamaica. In 1980, he was invited to perform at the celebrations for Zimbabwe's newly achieved majority rule and intentionally recognized independence. In April of 1981, Bob Marley was honored with the Jamaican government's Order of Merit. Tragically, he succumbed to cancer a month later. While Marley's music was highly regarded and beloved during his lifetime, his fame soared even higher posthumously. The 1984 compilation album Legend, which showcased his greatest hits, went on to become the best-selling reggae album of all time, achieving over 12 million sales worldwide.